Poem 1, The Void of the Lost Mother. This poem will be split into 4 parts. AR1, Heart Too Big. You were cut so deep, but you never let the world see you bleed. You were an eagle, ripping off your own wings just so the rest of us could fly. You lifted pain the way cranes lift steel, silent, steady, building everyone else's dreams from the pieces of your own. You taught me that love isn't what you say, it's what you give away. You can't explain how to be special without saying your name. Description. So, AR1, Heart Too Big. So this poem is how I see her, my auntie, my mother figure, the one who never let her pain show. I wanted to capture the kind of strength she had, was quiet, invisible, but powerful. She carried everyone's weight and never once asked to rest. Calling her an eagle wasn't just her being a lifelong West Coast Eagles fan. It was about how she lived. She was loyal, fierce, proud, and always soaring for others. The line about ripping off your own wings is what she did every day, sacrificing herself so the rest of us could rise. I saw her as someone who built people up like cranes lifting steel, steady, strong, and unseen, because that's who she was. When I say you can't explain how to be special without saying her name, or your name, it's because everyone I know about love, care, and selflessness, it came from her. This poem is honouring her and a love before the loss. AR2, The Advantage I Took. Like a crypto scam, I took advantage. Quick profit, no consequence, and by the time I saw the damage, it was already done. Like a possum, I played dead to hide from you. Through silence was safer than honesty. The regret I feel for not loving you as I should have is something I can't refund, can't undo, can't explain away. You deserve more from a son you never asked for. The one who stood up, who carried what I dropped, deserved so much more. AR2, The Advantage I Took. Description. Now this one hurt to write. It's me being honest about the guilt I carry. There was times I took her for granted, not out of malice, but out of youth and ignorance. I used the crypto line because that's how I felt. It felt quick, selfish, and impossible to reverse. The possum part is about how I used silence to hide. I thought it was safer to pull away, to not deal with emotions, to pretend everything was fine, but all it did was rob me of time I'll never get back. When I say you deserved more from a son you never asked for, I mean that from my core. She stepped into a role that she didn't have to. She didn't have to raise me, protect me, love me like I was her own child. I wish I had told her how much that meant and she meant, while I still could. This poem is my confession of the truth I owe her, even now that she's passed. AR3, The Regret I Had Knowing. I might have been young, I might have been confused, but I saw the blood in the bag that was going to be our doom. I sensed something was off, and on my birthday, the end was confirmed, and my heart broke. Disbelief and hope fought each other in my head, whispering that maybe you'd pull through. But even with that Hollywood ending you had in your life, the pain still leaked into ours. Still, I know you were finally granted the wings you once gave away, and this time you were allowed to fly. AR3, The Regret I Had Knowing. This poem is about the moment everything changed, and the memory that still sticks with me to this day. I remember seeing the blood in the home test kit, but I was way too young to understand what it all meant. I didn't even know what bowel cancer was, or how dangerous it could be. Looking back now, it does break me, because if I had known what I know today, and what that bag represented, maybe I could have said something. Maybe things could have been different. Maybe we could have got it diagnosed earlier. When I write it on my birthday, the end was confirmed, it was because that's how I'll always remember it. The collision of innocence and loss. On my birthday, that was the day she got fully diagnosed. She may not have announced it to the family that day, she announced it a week after, but that's the day she got diagnosed. The Hollywood ending is about the 2018 Grand Final. The West Coast Eagles win that she waited for since the last one, 2006. She got her fairy tale ending just days before she passed. It was poetic. Even in the pain, I can see that's how she would have had left this planet. When I say you were finally granted the wings you once gave away, it's me finding peace knowing she's free now, having the same wings she gave up for everyone else, including me, was finally hers again, and she was able to fly. AR4, acceptance, you're gone. Now that you're gone, the trauma you carried came flooding back. I was lost. I didn't know how to live without you holding my pain. I know I needed to grow, and grow I did, but I still wish you were here. That Hollywood ending, I still watch it every month, like pressing rewind brings you closer. Even now, knowing you're gone, it keeps you with me. I'm strong now because of you. It just took losing you to find that strength. And there's nothing I wouldn't give to bring you back. AR4, acceptance, you're gone. This poem is me learning how to live without her. When she died, all that pain she carried, the things she hid from everyone, seemed to rise up and fill the room. It was like her absence uncovered every scar and problem she protected me from. I felt lost. She was the person who held my pain, who taught me how to hold myself together, and losing her forced me to grow and find the strength she'd always seen in me. That Hollywood ending still means a lot. Every month I do rewatch that 2018 win, and it feels like she's there beside me every time I watch it. That ritual keeps her close, and by the end I realize that the strength I now have, it all came from her. She built me for a world without her, even if I didn't know it. Still, there is nothing I wouldn't give to bring her back. Thank you for listening or watching my poem, The Void of the Lost Mother. These poems tell my story of her, the woman who raised me, shaped me, and left a hole no one else could fill. Each one captures a stage of what I've carried since she's passed. AR1 is the love and admiration I had, and still have. AR2 is the guilt and regret. AR3 is the pain of knowing it's too late, and AR4 is learning to live with the loss. Together, they're how I keep her alive. I still feel her in everything, in strength and love. In the West Coast, blue and gold. She taught me that family isn't blood. It's sacrifice, loyalty, and love without limits. She was my auntie, but to me, she'll always be a mother in spirit. Now, if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. There will be more similar to this, but I will be exploring all forms of art form. And hopefully one day when I get better in each, I'm able to combine it into my own form of art. But again, thank you, and please press subscribe, like, and comment your own poems if you've lost anyone or just want to share. I would love to read all of them. Thank you again.